Why is this? Please let me know if you can hear me. But yeah, hi everybody. Yo, yo, yo. Let me know if you can hear me. My mic often fucks up. And, because my cats keep jumping up onto my desk and, like, licking it. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank you so much, Ali. Okay. Hi, everybody. Long time no stream. I'm so excited. I have so much stuff to tell you guys. Like, legitimately, I haven't streamed a lot because I had a lot going on, and you're all gonna hear about it. I miss you guys so much. Oh my God. I miss streaming. I miss just, like, having someone to talk to. But yeah, can you see my cat? I think he's like right. No wait, that's the other way. No wait, that's the other way again. He's sleeping right here. Hi guys. Hi Emma. Hey Elkie. Hi. Hi. I'm hanging out in town by myself because I don't want to go to my parents' place yet. Please move out of your house. I'm literally begging you. Yeah. So long time. Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah, he sleeps all day. Like, he sleeps like he pays rent, which he does not. Yeah, so, oh my God, I've had a very long week. I put my fucking volume on full blast. Jesus Christ, that literally nearly sent me to the shadow realm. I felt my soul leave my body. But thank you, Ozzy-san, you're very sweet. Yeah, I applied to move to a new house after looking for places for the longest time. Like, apartment searching in any country just sucks. In Japan, it's like even worse. And I want to tell you guys about the process because it was a lot. And I can't wait to, I don't know if they're going to accept me, but it's such a good house to film in. So I'm really excited to be able to, like, film it. It'll be much better than this place, I think. Able to make the bun blurry. I'm always blurry. I'm trying to move out so hard. I already have a job and I'm saving money. That's good, literally. I had to flee my family like in the night. No, I pretty much did that too. I like left in like 2 weeks, so it'd be like that. Yeah, I found another house. I thought I was just gonna find another apartment, but I found another house that I want to move into, and it's very, very nice. And it's cheaper than this house. Like, it's like 30,000 yen cheaper than the house I'm in now, but about the same size. So, like, it's a pretty good deal. So I can pay less money on rent. But, oh my God. Like, finding new apartments in Japan is just such a pain in the ass. Because, like, I didn't want to do the whole process in Japanese. Because I was, like, mendakusai. Like, my Japanese is good enough to do it, but initially I was like, I want to get a foreign agent because, yeah, what how did Chang go? I want to get a foreign agent just because, like, it just makes it easier, and I feel like they would be better at finding apartments that will accept foreigners. So I got this agent. I got 2 agents. One of them was recommended to me. She ghosted me after I told her how much money I earn, which made me feel really bad. And then the second one, he was like, oh, I don't think I'll be able to find anything to your specifications, like, blah, blah, blah. And then he made me wait a really awfully long time to Zoom call him. And so I assumed in that time he would have prepared loads of apartments for me to view. And then when I Zoom called him, he only had 2 apartments, and one of them didn't have fucking aircon. I'm like, how can you show me something that doesn't have any aircon units? And he's like, oh, you can just install your own aircon units. I was like, well, no, I can't, because I have to ask the owner. I mean, it is doable, but I'd rather, and like, this place had like a whole bunch of rooms, so I'm like, that's like hundreds of thousands of yen. Do you listen to K-pop? I do listen to K-pop. I love K-pop, but I don't know the names of all the things I listen to. But I listen to a band called 17, and I listen to like generic shit like New Jeans and BTS and stuff. My friends just recommend me K-pop stuff, and I listen to that. So if you guys have any K-pop songs that you want to recommend me, then that would be great. Yeah. So yeah, it was just awful, and I waited so long, and I wasn't looking for apartments in that time, and I'm actually on a little bit of a deadline. So, yeah, that guy really pissed me off, and he's like, oh, I don't think you'd be able to find someone with it, like with, and like, yeah, it was just like not very good, and I started to really panic, like, what if I'm not gonna find anywhere? And then I went on Sumo, which is the app or the website that Japanese people use to search for apartments in Japanese, and I found a house exactly to my specifications, and I just mailed them in Japanese and asked if I could view it and if it was okay because I'm a foreigner. And the funny thing is, the guy replied back to me like, oh, mochiron, like, it's fine for, of course it's fine for a foreigner to live here. It's like, well, let's be perfectly honest here. It's not really, is it? Like, a lot of places don't accept foreigners. But, I went to view the place, and it was wonderful and great and perfect. And, the weird thing is, when I spoke to the realtor, he said the owner of the house speaks fluent English and actually prefers to deal in English than Japanese. So I'm like, that's really, really odd. Like, I've never experienced that before. So the owner of the house speaks English, and they actually rent to other foreigners in the area. I'm like, that's sick. But I had the next step after that. So after I viewed it, they sent me a link, and you have to put all your information in, like how much you earn. I had to screenshot my tax document and send it to them, and like my ID and stuff, how much I earned last year, just, you know, like regular ID stuff. And then they are gonna check and then see if they will allow me to move there. Normally you have to earn 3 times as much as of the rent, and I'm like, just about. So like, I don't know, it really depends. Yeah, for real, especially this year, it's unbearable. It's super humid and hot. Yeah, this year I wouldn't be able to survive without aircon, and I need aircon for my cats. Oh, also I have to pay an extra 2 months rent just to have my cats. That's another thing. So like, the moving costs are really, really expensive. Yeah, it's very, very hot. Yeah, even if it's 30 or 31 degrees, the app always says feels like, and it always feels like at least 34 degrees. Recently has been really, really bad. When I went to view the house, I was pouring with sweat. It was unbelievable. Like, I want to go to the beach, and it's still too hot in the daytime to go to the beach, and it's like September. Yeah, I think ACDC Rag sells Tenchu Kaiwai, and they sell in the UK, but they said that like Tenchu Kaiwai hasn't really caught on overseas yet, because there's a little bit of a delay between what's trending in Japan and what's trending overseas. There's always a little bit of a delay. So I feel like hopefully Tenchu Kaiwai will get a little bit more popular at the end of this year or next year overseas, but I feel like Tenchu Kaiwai isn't going to get that popular overseas. What kind of jobs did you have when you were in the UK? I worked in a cafe for, oh, my cat's trying to get my attention. I worked in a cafe for 2 years. Like, I was a barista and chef. And I also worked in a department store, and I worked in a CD shop, and I had quite a lot of jobs, actually. It was 35 here today and humid. 35 up north! That's a lot. I think it wasn't that hot down near Tokyo. It was like 30, 31. Yeah. But it's still way too hot. And yeah, I don't know what to do. Like, I had all these big plans of things I wanted to do, and I just can't go out. I can't stay outside. I got invited to a party the other night, and I just didn't make it to the party. We just went to a restaurant and sat in there for like 3 hours and just soaked up the aircon. That's fair. I wish I could get at least one Tenchu Kaiwai fit. Like, for real, dude, just order it off online from ACDC Rag. Like, that's my recommendation. Wait, my chair. It's been awful in Niigata. That's not what I expected at all. Cause like, I was like, I want to move to Niigata. CD shop girl, are you ancient? I am ancient. I've said this. I'm the crypt keeper. I'm like, yeah, like I properly told my age that did. Yeah, I did used to work in, I used to work in Virgin, but that was when I was like 15. So like, haven't been here for some time. But how is your job going? Oh yeah, I can bitch about my job now. My job's not bad. I actually got used to it. But you know, in the way that like, if you put a frog in a hot, boiling water, it will just get used to being boiled alive. I guess that's kind of where I'm at now. I had a job interview today actually that I passed, but I don't know, it's like for like teaching companies, you don't pass the job, you don't pass the interview for a specific job, you pass it for the company, and then they'll offer you jobs and then you pick from that. So I'm at that stage now. So fucking mendacai. Back in my day, yeah, I need to stop telling people I worked in a CD shop. What is it, the Zoomers list? I worked in the Spotify shop. There was a Spotify shop in Shibuya yesterday. There was just a big shop that just said Spotify, and I'm like, what are they selling? Is it hard for foreigners to get jobs in healthcare? What they really like here is like geriatric care, like caring for old people and like people with mental disabilities. If you can do one of those two things, the pay isn't that bad, and they hire a lot of foreigners. But for healthcare, like doctor and stuff like that, I'm not quite sure, because I feel like you would have to know like fluent Japanese. But yeah, so like what else is going on with my job? It's not bad. I think I tweeted about this the other day, but I had an argument with my boss on the phone because I arrived, it was like a massive, well, there's a typhoon, and my train line, the two trains that I took were like both slightly delayed, and I arrived at work at 12:33, and I was supposed to start at 12:30, and then we got a call, and it was my boss, and he was like, he was complaining that I was late, and my first class doesn't start for like 30 minutes, and I got really, really mad at him, and I was like, what do you mean? I was like, there's a typhoon today, of course that's why I'm late. And then we had a little bit of an argument, and then because like the procedure is, if you're 5 minutes late, then the staff lady calls the office, but I was like, she called the office when it was like 12:31, like 1 minute after, which isn't procedure. So it's like, can you all please fuck off? Does the name ACDC rag stand for something? They definitely explained this to me before, because the guy who owns ACDC rag is one of my oldest friends in Japan, and they definitely explained this to me, what the name means, but they always say it means no borders, so we're just going with that. The ACDC rag is a really, really nice brand. If anyone is interested in Japanese fashion and just wants to try it, I really do suggest ACDC rag. But yeah, so yes, I had to send an application form for the new house, and I have to wait until I can find out if they accepted me or if they declined me, and it's just the most nerve-wracking experience. I'm just waiting all day for this email, and then they mailed me today in the afternoon, and I thought it was the mail, but it was just them saying, oh, we received your application, so now I've just got to wait for that. Then if they accept me, I can move out by the end of this month. So yeah, I'm pretty fucking busy. But I thought, like, I don't know, I didn't really want to do this whole process in Japanese. That's why I initially tried to get a foreign agent. But honestly, all the foreign agents that I work with were just fucking useless. And I spoke to my friends who also live in Japan, and they also speak Japanese, and they tried to use foreign agents too, and they said the same thing, like the agents they used were just useless. So I've just been winging it in Japanese, and so far I haven't had any problems. But it's just like some things I don't know about it in English, so it's even harder in Japanese, like guarantor companies and stuff like that. That's the only problem. What's the topic? We're talking about me moving and ACDC rag and whatever you want, really. What do you think about some brands like Anchorage increasing their prices lately? Oh my god, this is a great question. Oh my god. So first of all, it breaks my heart because I've supported Anchorage so much and I love Anchorage, and the whole point of Anchorage is that it's very cheap. And for some reason, this last year, or I'd say this last 2 years, they've gone up fucking exponentially. Like, they just released a setup, and it's just like a hoodie and skirt set, and it's got like fake fur on it, so I don't know how the fuck you're gonna wash this. And it's like, I think it's like 40,000 yen for the set. That is ridiculous. They're selling skirts for 17,000 yen. If you think like, I try to think like a person's average day salary is around like 10 or 12,000 yen. So like, I try to think of it like that. There's like days of your life working for that shit. And the quality has not gone up. In fact, it's gone down. And like, I understand that the price of raw materials is going up, but it hasn't gone up that much. Like, the prices have rose exponentially, and the quality has only continued to decline. So yeah, I haven't really been buying stuff. Like, I buy most of my stuff off of secondhand apps like Mercari. How do you say it in English? Mercari. So yeah. I don't really buy things new anymore because it's just a fucking rip-off. And I want to support Japanese brands. And another thing is, like, I think I mentioned this in a lot of my videos, but they are just getting the accessories from AliExpress and selling them as their own, which is also a little bit cheeky. So it's like, you want to support Japanese brands by giving them your money, and then they do stuff like this. So I am back. Wait, skirts for how much? 17,000 yen. Anchorage. I don't know what happened. They're selling t-shirts for 10,000 yen. And they're not good quality. I was in Anchorage yesterday, actually. I did go into La Ferry for a bit, and it just wasn't great. And a lot of the designs are really, really cute, and that's the really sad thing. Also, every pair of shoes I've ever bought from Anchorage have been unwearable. Just like completely unwearable. Like very, very uncomfortable. But if you guys know a brand called Dear My Love, I think they're mostly only online, apart from when they do pop-ups. They're great. Like in terms of quality for price, they're honestly great, and much cheaper than Anchorage. Does the same shit, does Tenshi Kaiwai, does July and stuff like that. Their designs are very, very cute. I recommend buying from Dear My Love over Anchorage. Increase prices, decrease costs, capitalism. I'm telling you, it's capitalism. That's all it is. Because like, I like to, like, I make allowances because I know that like raw materials have gone up, but like the prices have doubled at least. Yeah, like everyone's, we're doing like a soft boycott of Anchorage, and it's a shame because like they used to be so good, and like the designs are still really cute. There's a lot of things that I wanted from there, but I just can't I don't even want to support them. Most of my wardrobe is Dear My Love now. Yeah, Dear My Love is great. I didn't see if you, my friends went to their exhibition for the new season event, and they were doing a collaboration with Needy Streamer Girl. I think that's the name of the game. I played it, I should know the fucking name. And some of that shit looks great. So they have a lot of really nice new things coming out. Maybe Anchorage is trying to support local tailor shops. They're definitely not. All of their clothes are made in China. So, yeah. And the quality isn't very good. So, there it is. Hi, Susie. So, Dear My Love fills a void left by Anchorage. Yeah, it does, but I don't think they have any physical stores. It's like, they sometimes do pop-ups. I don't know why they don't have any physical stores, because they're so popular. Because of customs, I buy dupes. I feel so bad. I bought from ACDC Rag, and $50 of customs is crazy. Yeah. Honestly, in this day and age, like, most of the clothes are made from like the same factories in China anyways, so like whatever. Less like boycott and more like can't afford. Oh my god, it's like the incel version, like involuntary boycott. Do you have a boyfriend? I have 7 boyfriends. No, I have a cat and another cat. So that's where we're at. in the UK, the cost of living going up has been dubbed as cost of living, when reality, as me, I've been calling it the cost of greed. No, you're totally right. It's not even cost of living. It's like, it shouldn't cost money to live anyways. And here's the thing. We have all the resources to feed and house everyone and have everyone live a decent quality of life, but the top 1% are just hoovering up all the money and resources. So, yeah. I had an argument with a man on Twitter the other day about this. He's like, why do you hate capitalism? Like, people, humans' lives have improved like this last 100 years. I'm like, people's lives have improved because of technology and the fact that people fucking wash their hands now. It's not because of capitalism. He's like, well, if you look at like money per capita that countries are getting, it's only been going up. It's like, yeah, but like that money's not going to the people, is it? And it's like, it's not about how much money there is, it's about how it's being distributed. All we're fucking asking is to equally distribute goods and resources. Like, that's all it is. And it sounds so fucking poorly. Like, there's no reason for people to go hungry when there's so much food going to waste. I'm sorry to have this conversation every time I stream, but it just fucking pisses me off. Shipping sucks, paying twice for everything. Like, again, because of like the last few years, flights have gone up, which means shipping has also gone up, so it just makes everything harder. I think Dear My Love had 2109 for a little while, but they didn't have the diversity of sizes they did online. Ah, I didn't know that, because I know that they had a pop-up in Sanrio Pure Land one time, which is really, really random. Yeah, but that's another good thing about Dear My Love. They have a lot of different sizes, which a lot of brands don't do, but I guess if it's like a pop-up, maybe they wouldn't carry that many sizes. The bun has a harem. I wish. I have 2 cats. That's something. I recently bought a Liz Lisa bag. That was a dream of mine. That is great. I love that when you finally get the item that you wanted like 10 years ago when you didn't have any money. I love that. The condition was like new, but I've used it like twice. The material is cracking. Yeah, it does be like that sometimes. I think my problem with like most brands like Liz Lisa is that the buttons just fall off. Yes, go off, love it. Anti-capitalist rants. Moderate sleep. Let's rant about anti-capitalism. I remember the guy who was arguing with you about being late recently. Honestly, the mental gymnastics of them Googling to see if there was a typhoon. The thing that pisses me off about that, this guy was arguing with me about, because I said I was late because of the typhoon, and he's like, well, I didn't see the typhoon. It's like, you know that things happen outside of your own fucking eyelids. Like, I hate, this is another thing, and I think this is tied with capitalism. People look and they see what's in their sphere, their own scope, and they're like, this is society. And it's like, no, that's only what you see in your very, very small pocket. Like, you need to understand that people's lives are different outside of that. Capsule money for president. I would be a terrible president. Money feels like sticks sometimes. You are so right. And most people only get like one. Oh my god, you're so right. Like, I feel like we were doing, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, I felt like we were doing all right, but now it's just everyone's struggling. And because like I have friends in the UK, I have friends in America, I have friends all over, and it seems like everyone's just fucking struggling, and everyone's living like 5 people to one house because people are buying all the property and turning them into fucking Airbnbs or like holiday homes. It fucking sucks. There needs to be a law as well where if you buy a property, you need to have someone living in there at least sometime during a year, because there's so many empty properties and so many homeless people. I'm the society. You look so cute. Thank you, I don't feel cute. It's super late here and my hair is greasy. I didn't wash my hair in a few days because I've been really busy. Hey guys, it's 4 p.m. and I just woke up. That is a vibe. God, I wish I was you. Please, please, please trade places with me. I'll do anything to wake up at 4 p.m. I have work tomorrow, like an hour from me. It's like super by the seaside and there's like no one there, and it's a kind of super bumblefuck place where you're a little bit so far out that people start looking at you because you're foreign. Not in a bad way, just like they're not used to it. It's like that's how far it is. Good job on your interview. Do you have any tips? This interview was wild. It was like I had to prepare. They gave me a little tiny worksheet, and the worksheet was like about going to the, like, getting advice if you have a headache or a backache or a toothache, and like the other person had to give advice like, oh, you should go to a doctor, and they only give this little script, and they're like, make a 30-minute lesson on Zoom. And they said they were giving me 2 high school students, but it was just 2 of their office staff pretending to be high schoolers. It was really awkward. I got a little okay, here's my tip. Go to the 100 yen store and just buy shit. I bought like this. Why did I write this? I can't remember English words. I bought this whiteboard and marker, which was great, and I also have an iPad, and I used flashcards on it. If you just prepare a little bit, then it was fine. But then they gave us feedback after, and they were like, oh, you didn't repeat the words enough, or like blah 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 blah, and then you have to like talk your way out of it. I feel like, you know, when you're in like a video game and you have to press triangle really fast, it was kind of like that. Not true. You do nice things for poor people and then be deposed in a coup. That sounds great. Oh my god, that's all I want from life. Someone should coup me. That's true though. Like, I think I would distribute resources evenly. I think that's all we want. That's all we want. Just fucking distribute the resources. Come on now. Rabid individualism caused by capitalist competition. No, you are still correct. I had this conversation with someone last night, because you know, like, everyone complains about Eastern Europe architecture specifically, like all the grey tower blocks. Like, I'm not saying I'm a fan of those, but whatever it takes to just make a lot of livable like properties for, like, living spaces for people to live in. Like, I wouldn't mind a big grey tower block if it meant that like 200 people could live there, you know? Like, the problem with Japan is it's all like little houses, and they don't take up the space very well. So it's just like, I know like big tower blocks are ugly, but if it can house more people, because we do have a lot of people. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I do not watch YouTubers unless they're like my friends. I don't really have time, but I'm obsessed with watching historical documentaries, UFO conspiracy theories, and like I'm watching this series called like catfish, I don't know, and then they investigate people who get catfished, and it's the same story every week. It's like this middle-aged woman, someone mouths her on Facebook, and it's like a handsome man and says he works in an oil rig and he wants to marry her, and then she sends him Bitcoin. It's like the same story every week, but I'm addicted to them. I saw that post of the maid dress the other day. You look so elegant. Thank you. It was for like a maid cafe, and they sell the clothes and they sell tea. I honestly quite didn't get it, and I wasn't sure what to expect when I turned up. And they were all like Russian. The girl who owns it is half Japanese, half Russian, and the photographer and butler and assistant mostly only spoke Russian. They didn't really speak English or Japanese, and I only know like da, niet, and spasiba, and that got me through the whole day. So learn a little bit of some other languages and you'll be fine. It's super late and I have work tomorrow. That's everyone, my guy. I agree with Susie. You look wonderful. Guys, thank you. I felt really gross recently, and I've just been really, really stressed. So my skin's been bad. I've had like mouth ulcers. I came on my period like 2 weeks early. I am not well right now. Can you do a Scottish accent or Irish? My accent's fucked. I can barely do a British accent anymore, my man. Like, I wish. Not the QuickTime event. I got into the store for one thing and I came back with 3. That's always me. I always buy grated cheese when I go to the supermarket, and now like my fridge is just full of packs of grated cheese of varying freshness. Do you watch UFO theories for fun and laughs? No, there's nothing fun about UFOs, okay? I'm a very small subset of person who is terrified of UFOs and really prays in the hopes that they are not real. And I religiously watch them to try and like find holes in it, but honestly it's very realistic and it's very scary. Oh my god, Nigerian prince type scams in your email. No, for real, it's so good. And it's like, how do these people fall for this? It's always the same story. It's always like, oh, I've been speaking to John Smith online and like he's stuck in Nigeria and they won't let him leave his gold mine unless I send him 10,000 bitcoins. But when I send him 10,000 bitcoins and he leaves, he's gonna give me $10 million. It's like, Jesus Christ. And like, I'm optimistic, but I'm not that optimistic. Like, I wonder if I would ever be scammed like that, because I know that like these people are lonely, but like I date someone for like 5 years and I'm still like, do they really like me? So I think I would overthink too much to be like that. What annoys me about the documentaries and articles about the grey tower blocks is they never show the inside. Yeah, like that's the point, isn't it, really? And it's like, I would rather have a big, even if it's really ugly, I would rather have, because I know like people complain about like rows and rows of houses that look the same, and in England we had that, and it was like, oh, it's so annoying, everywhere looks the same. But it's like, people can live there. It's like a cheap solution. And they're talking about like 3D printing houses now, and I think that's great. If they 3D print, if they got like a really good design for a house and they 3D printed it, and you could buy a house in like for half the price, that would be great. And like, even if it's not like the original or blah blah blah, it's just like at this point in time, people just fucking need somewhere to live. What's your MBTI? MBTI? I don't know what that is. I'm a boomer. You're gonna have to oh my god, I've watched catfish shows on YouTube and it stresses me out how people give all their money and savings. Oh my god, you're so right. The worst part is like, all these people have like children, grandchildren, and they're giving all their money to some random man on the internet. And it's like, your family's right there. I bet you're not giving them anything. Okay, but wouldn't you like a Nigerian prince? I mean, I will take anything. Not picky. Like, you're in love with this Korean model looking guy. Oh my god, for real. And then he has an African accent. Yeah, it's always the way. And they're like, I was like, yeah, I think he has like a Korean accent, and then the accent is definitely Nigerian. Hi phone. I would love to see what I eat in a day week in Japan video. I would love to do that soon. I might start doing that from Monday. I've been meaning to do something like that for a while, because recently I ate so many delicious things, and I do cook a lot. When I move into my new place, I want to do some like cooking videos, because a lot of foreigners, when they move to Japan, they don't cook that much because like it's overwhelming, like Japanese supermarkets. But I want to do some like basic cooking videos for foreigners that live in Japan, like how to cook like basic Japanese food. It hurts me to spend $12 on something I'm not giving 100 mil to a prince. No, you're so right. I won't buy anything for a man unless it's like their birthday. I don't know. What channels do you watch these documentaries? Not gonna lie, I want to check them out. I think the one that I was watching is called Scamfish. Yeah, there's some pretty fucking wild ones on there. Donating to a YouTuber you like, if their friends or family get hurt on knee surgery is fine, but anything else, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like, supporting creators is great because, you know, like, people put a lot of time and effort into their content, but these are just random people. MBTI is a personality test. Oh, I think I know what you mean. I forget the name, but it's called Campaigner. My one's called Campaigner, and my thing is I support people and I try to make people happy. That's my thing, and it really did check out for me. Scammer Payback. Okay, I'm gonna check that one out. Yeah, I don't know what, and I love watching those kind of scams, and also like the ones where like Western men get scammed by like Ukrainian and Russian models on like there's a specific like website where they pay money to speak to Russian models, and they're like, yeah, she's gonna marry me and be my wife, but it never works out, and they always wait for them at the airport and they never show up. It's a little bit mean, but I just can't stop watching them. Yeah, what else did I do recently? Aussie Awesome! Donating to a YouTuber, yes we should. Thank you so much. I miss streaming so much. I love you guys. You're so nice. Yeah, I feel like what else did I do? I went out with my I went out to dinner with my friends the other night, and I made the mistake of saying you can pick whatever restaurant you want, and they picked like a roast beef restaurant in Omotesando Hills, and it was really, really expensive, but it was so delicious, and I regret not filming the food that we had because it was honestly very, very good. I'm looking forward to not working at Eikaiwa, because while I'm working at Eikaiwa, I finish work at like 7 p.m, 8 p.m, and 9 p.m, so I don't really eat that much good food in the evening. I normally get like Koko Ichi or something. Josh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you! I don't even know how much money that is. It's such a big amount of money. Oh my god! Thank you! Can I do something? Can I draw you a picture or something? Tell me what you want, my guy. I am at your service. Jesus Christ, thank you so much. Because not gonna lie, I had to pay the government a lot of money yesterday. I had to pay like 182,000 yen because I had to back pay a bunch of my pension because I didn't pay some of my pension, and I thought it would be fine to like leave it for a while, but they got really angry, so I had to like, I am broke. You just saved my life, bro. Thank you. Oh my god, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Don't make me tear up again, man. I'm it's been a week. I will cry. I don't wanna cry on stream. But you're very, very nice. Oh my god. I will tell you a bedtime story. Is it? No way. I feel like it's not bedtime where you are. If you let me know what time your bedtime is, I will be there at that time and I will tell you a bedtime story. That's what you get. I mean, yeah, capitalism. In this sense, I do like a little bit of capitalism. Oh, I sent a meme to my friends the other day. It was like, sorry, Karl Marx, I like buying things. No, let me read you a bedtime story. Let me read you a bedtime story. But yeah, God, I'm having a wonderful evening now. I'm so glad. I didn't get to stream for such a long time. I didn't know if you guys would still come and want to speak with me, so I'm really, really happy. And every time we stream, I just end up talking about capitalism and UFO conspiracy theories. I want to do some more streams with friends. If there's any of my friends you would specifically like to see in a stream, let me know, and I will call them to my house and we can stream. Because I notice whenever I let my friends stream at my house, they always go buck fucking wild. And when I had Gedo over, he started talking about how he used to draw werewolf porn. And when I had Nicole over, she started talking about how much she wanted to fuck Bigfoot. So yeah, I don't know what it is about my camera specifically, but my friends just go wild. Okay, 1 p.m. my time. Okay, 1 p.m. my time. Tomorrow, I'm gonna put in my calendar for tomorrow. What days is it? Okay, Wednesday. It's already Wednesday. Okay. Tell Josh a bedtime story at 1 p.m. You get to decide what kind of bedtime story it is. I'll tell you whatever bedtime story you want. Oh, I love you guys. And my bro Gedraji. Gedraji's hilarious. He's so funny. I'm not sure if you guys follow his stories, but they are so wild. Ah, yeah. Yumechi is in America right now. Yumechi went back to, yeah, she lives in like the south part, not South America, but like the south. Oh my god! Why is everyone being so nice to me? I can't kiss you all. I will kiss you. I don't know what that is, but that looks like money. Thank you. Oh my god. That is a lot of money. Guys! I love you guys. Thank you so much. This is amazing. This has been a very hard week, not gonna lie. This whole fucking year has financially ruined me. I don't even know what currency that is, but I love you. Do you want to do okay, I'll tell you a bedtime story. If you DM me on Instagram or Twitter, I will tell you a bedtime story. Indian rupees, sick, just like Legend of Zelda. I love you guys. Love you, Bentley. Who's the Jedi K girl? I don't know her name, but she seems really nice. I'm still like tearing up. Sorry. Her name's Yumechi. She's in my Instagram. Sorry. She's in my Instagram pictures quite a lot. And yeah, she's in America right now. She lives in like the south part of her family lives in the south part of America, like around like Florida. So they're there now. And she sent me a picture of an armadillo in her garden. And she has an alligator in her garden. America is fucking wild. And I'm thinking to visit America next year maybe. And I'm gonna go visit her family. I think she's back in 2 weeks. And she's only been gone a couple of days, but I already miss her quite a lot. And like obviously she's busy, so she hasn't had time to respond to any of my memes. But yeah, I miss her quite a lot. No, oh my god. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Yeah. And who else? I don't know, because like I'm trying to get like a mix of guys and girls to be in my streams, but I don't honestly know that many men. Maybe I can get Ossie Osan to be in my stream. I don't know if he would want to do that, because he also lives in Japan. Nia, no! Nia, you specifically never send me money. I'm gonna send it back to you. I swear to fucking god. Nia, don't you ever send me money. I am gonna send money to you, okay? Nia, oh, thank you. Okay, Nia, send me your GoFundMe. Oh my god, no, guys! No! Thank you. You guys really don't have to. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting this. I don't know what to do. It's like at your birthday when everyone sings to you and like you don't know what to say. Oh my god, please, if you've donated, please mail me. I will draw you a really shit picture, or I will tell you a shit bedtime story, or other. You can decide what you want. I will join your stream. If you're in Japan, yeah, you can. If anyone wants to stream with me, £10 a lot. £10 a lot of money, Sally. Thank you. Oh my god, I got like British money, Indian rupees. I got dollars. Jesus Christ. Oh god, I really wasn't expecting this. Yeah, if anyone's in Japan and they want to do a little stream with me, I'd be open to that. Buy a comfort snack. I need a comfort snack. Oh my god, this. Yeah, like moving house is gonna completely financially destroy me. So this is great. I can use this for like setting up my new house. I'm going to if I manage to get this place, I'm gonna film a video of it empty, and then I'll film after I put my furniture in. I'm not gonna have a lot of furniture initially, because I think I only get to keep the coffee table, my bed, and like my computer, and then that's it. But I'm gonna go to like Nitori or Ikea or something. Still need to play Grounded together. Yeah, we could stream just stream Grounded together and see if anyone. Yeah, let's do that. I haven't streamed a game in a while. Oh my god, hello everybody! Hello Joshua! I'm gonna steal it back from the system, so yay. Capitalism is okay when Capsule Money gets money. Okay, one thing I've wanted to do for a while, and I haven't got to do it, is like, and I don't know if anyone else would want to do this with me, anyone else who's in Japan, is that one thing I like to do is, there is something called the Tokyo Homeless Patrol, And what you do is, it's like a non-profit organization, and they have a Facebook group if you want to join, and you agree to do it on a certain day, and then they'll ask you what they want. Normally it's like 25 sandwiches, so you make 25 sandwiches and you bring 25 bananas, and then you go and you all work together and you give the homeless people whatever you've made, and they always plan it so like there's enough for each person. I haven't been able to do it for a while because honestly I've been broke, so I'm gonna use some of this money to do that again. I've really haven't done it for a couple of months and I feel really bad. I try to do it at least like every few months, so I'm gonna try and do it either the end of this month or the start of October, and I'll use some of this money toward that. So thank you guys. That's my giving to the poor. But if anyone wants to join Tokyo Homeless Spring Patrol, also please join. And we can even do a day where I go and like you guys can all come and we can all hang out. They asked me to do a YouTube video about it, and of course like I said I would do it, but we're not going to film any of the homeless people. We're just gonna just show the process of like making the sandwiches and like walking and like talking a little bit about homelessness. They also have a homeless guy who works for them, and he's really nice, and probably will interview him. Sarah said, I've been thinking I should do the homeless patrol soon too. Hi Sarah, let's do it. Okay. I felt really bad because I haven't done it for ages, just because I've been, because like every time I do it, it does cost around 5,000 yen, because you've got to like buy bread and like ham. I normally make ham, cheese, salad, mayonnaise sandwiches, so it's quite a lot. Sounds like a really nice dress. It's good. Like count me in if you need a hand. Let's do it. Let's do like a meetup where we all go and do the homeless spring patrol. That would be really good. And then I can film it, because my thing is, it's like obviously I don't want to film any of the homeless people. We're not exploiting the homeless for views. But they asked me to make a video about it. But if we film it as more like a meet and we don't include any of the homeless people and we just show us making sandwiches and then talking about the process, that would be really good. It's a really nice organization. The guy that runs it is really funny. He's from Yugoslavia, and he calls me comrade. He's great. As soon as I come, I'll join. Excellent. Capitalism jokes aside, are you into politics? Yeah, I am. I used to be more into politics, but honestly everything's so fucking bleak right now. If I look at the news more than 3 days in a row, I just get physically sick and throw up on the carpet. So I feel like I used to be more into politics, but I like to keep abreast of the situation. And I find like particularly, I know more about American politics than like my American friends, which is really bizarre. I want to go, but I'm in California right now. I will wait for you. I mean, we do it like every few months, so like it could be like we can make this into a thing. And I'm sure California has lots of homeless people. It was really eye-opening, because like I know everyone says that in Japan there's not a lot of homeless people, and like compared to like America and England, there's not that many homeless people, but there are still quite a lot, and they're quite hidden, and that's why you don't see them. And yeah, whenever we do it, they're always really grateful. And the last time I did it, one of the younger guys ran up at the end as we were leaving, and he was like, I just want you to know that because of you guys, like the atmosphere was really like happy and warm in the homeless camp, and they just wanted to let us know that you made their evening like enjoyable. And it was really nice, and I just feel bad I just haven't done it in a while. There might be other things you can prepare donate that are cheaper. Yeah, because it's hot now, right? So I assume we would need to give them like, I don't know, like sports drinks might be good, like Pocari Sweat, or I don't know, like things to keep cool. Like how do they keep cool? Because I normally do it, like last time I did it, this was ages ago. Last time I did it was quite cold, and I remember we were giving them like blankets and batteries and stuff like that. Batteries are good because they have battery packs to charge their phones and stuff like that. Comrade Bunny, oh my god, please call me Comrade Bunny. Are there any dietary restrictions on the sandwiches? I don't think so. I think honestly they're not that picky. Like The Yugoslavian guy said that he was like, they eat rats, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. Yugoslavia, didn't that country fall years ago? Yeah, I think it did, but I think they still consider themselves Yugoslavian, like in their hearts. Have you ever been to Southeast Asia? I have not, but I really want to. I want to eat like good fruit. The fruit in Japan isn't bad, but it's very expensive, and I want to eat cheap but very good fruit. And I feel like I need to go to like Thailand, Vietnam, like those kind of countries. Japanese people tend to go to Guam on vacation, so I don't know, maybe I'll go to Guam. I don't know what's in Guam, but all the Japanese people go there, so maybe if I go, at least I can speak Japanese. I think the organizer left Yugoslavia before it fell. Like, yeah, like even if your country, like even if the UK died, which is quite possible, let's be honest, I would still consider myself to be British, right? Like, your nationality doesn't just disappear. There was a homeless guy in our tiny city, and I haven't seen him recently. I'm worried he passed away. Yeah, last time I did it, they said that there was one of the homeless guys in Ueno, they found him dead. And, like, he had been sick for a while. So, like, yeah, that's a thing that happens. It's just, like, that's the sad reality of it. Like, living on the streets, obviously, it's easy to get, like, infected or sick. Not gonna lie, I keep spotting the same person in Ginza of all places. Kind of depressing. Yeah, that's the worst. In places like Ginza, when they're, like, the juxtaposition of rich and poor is just so obvious. It's really sad. Is there anything you miss from the UK? I miss sausages, meat pies. Oh my god, I was watching, just watching videos of people eating pie and mash. I miss pie and mash. I miss, it's just mostly just food, isn't it? I miss British humour. I miss how friendly people are. But I think that's just because, like, I live in the city here, so in most cities, people aren't really that friendly. But I miss British humour, sarcasm, and mostly just meat, to be honest. You can speak English in Guam. That's cool. I went to speak Japanese, though. When I went to Korea, I spoke so much Japanese when I was in Seoul. Because, like, in Seoul, people tend to speak Korean, obviously, but they speak English and Japanese. So it was like, I was having a great time. I spoke more Japanese in Seoul than I've ever spoken in Japan. Bakewell tarts. God, I miss that. And I miss, like, marzipan. We don't really, there isn't that much marzipan in Japan, I feel like. When I was a kid, I used to make sandwiches for homeless people and distribute them. My mom used to be so annoyed. Oh my god, like, I've spoken to people about this. Like, I worked with this really rich guy, this really rich Japanese guy, and he was like, why would you help the homeless people? It's their own fault. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, like, a lot of them gamble. It's like, just because you gamble and lost your money, that doesn't mean you deserve to be, like, homeless the rest of your fucking life. Like, Jesus Christ, like, making one mistake. Oh, well, he gambled one time. Guess that's his own fault. Guess he should just be fucking homeless forever. Like, Jesus Christ. Have a fucking soul. I'm British too, and I want real sausages and a good English breakfast. Yeah, I think it's just mostly just sausages. Like, I make English breakfast at home, but it's just not the same without, like, proper sausages. There's a website called The Meat Guy, and I bought sausages from there. And they were great. I got, like, maple syrup sausages as well, and they were fantastic. So if you ever use The Meat Guy, you can actually get British sausages there too, and they're really, really good. If it would survive in a pose, I'd send you a pie and mash. Oh my god. And a Greg's sausage roll. I miss, specifically, a Greg's sausage and bean bake. I'm not sure if that's still a thing. A steak bake. Chicken and mushroom pie. Oh my god. I'm getting hungry now. Like, recently some bakeries here do sell, like, pies, like meat pie, and I had 2 different ones recently, and they're just so shit. They put, like, sugar in it, so it's like sugary meat, but, like, a really thin layer. It's like a meat spread. It's just, I don't know, so bad. And the Meat Guy is great. I got tacos from them. The Meat Guy is fantastic. Love Meat Guy. I always order from him around Christmas. Really love the sausages. Drug addicts and gamblers are still people and deserve food, housing, and heat. You are so right, and you should say it. Like, for real. Like, can you imagine? You make one mistake, you lose all your money, and people are like, well, guess you gotta die. And a lot of the homeless people we gave sandwich to, they have jobs. They're working. They just can't afford an apartment. Like, it's not like they're not doing anything. And of course, a lot of them are just like, they're mentally unwell and they're not fit to like work, or like they can't hold down a job. And that's also not your fault. Like, no one should be living on the street. I don't know why this is a controversial topic. Why so many people oppose this. Again, bringing myself back to like the big grey tower blocks. With all the homeless people I've seen in Shinjuku, you could probably fit them in like one big grey ugly tower block. Have you ever had a Cornish pasty in Japan? I have not. The concept does not exist here. Sometimes there's like British fare and they'll do like some kind of meat pies, but they're always so weak. One day Cornish pasty will arrive in Japan, but I feel like I'm going to be dead by then. Yeah, steak bakes are still around, can confirm. Oh my god, that's the first thing I'm going to do. When I go back to England, I always go to Liverpool Street Station first before I can go back to my hometown. And there's always like the bougie Cornish pasty store. So I go there, I get the really expensive Cornish pasty. And they always do like blue cheese and steak and stuff like that. So I have a bougie one, and then I take the train. And I immediately get off, and then I go to Greg's and I get a non-bougie one. You need to go to Mash Bros in Shinjuku. I keep forgetting that's a thing. Thanks for reminding me. I really, 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 really want to go there. I need to find someone, because all my friends are like American and of other European descent. So if I can find someone that is willing to digest British food with me, then I'll go there. I used to get the chicken bake all the time, and unrelated, but I want Jamaican patties. Oh my god, because near my house in England, we had an amazing Jamaican restaurant, and I miss like oxtail, rice and peas, like Jamaican patties, and there must be something like that in Japan. In Tokyo, but I'm hungry now. Oh shit, you reminded me of pies. Gotta take a Saturday to go to Punk Doily. Oh yeah, Punk Doily's another place that does pies. I went there 2 years ago and I had a really nice pie. It's just a little bit out of the way. I think they supply to like some British pubs and stuff too. The thing is, to give free housing to people isn't fair on the people who work and pay for it. Okay, well, as someone who works and pays for this house, I do not feel bad that someone gets to live in another house. Like, that's fine by me. I would rather pay taxes so that people can live in a house than pay taxes and people not live in a house. Like, I would rather pay slightly more tax and people be able to live. Like, you don't have to give them like luxury housing. Just make sure that they have a place to keep dry and not get infected on the street. Like, definitely need to check that place out next time in Tokyo. Yeah, for sure. Also, like, the best British pub is called the Hobgoblin, in my opinion, and I went there one time and I had a really good like roast dinner. Considering we're throwing super chats left and right, I think we're more than willing to give that money for other people to get houses. Yeah, for real though. Money is a resource. It's supposed to be shared. Like, all we're doing is exchanging money. And like, I pay so much fucking tax. And I pay a lot of money to live here. I do not mind. I want other people to be able to live in a house. Like, everyone should have a roof over their heads. That should be like the bare fucking minimum. I do not feel bad about paying for people to live. at all. And you know what? This reminds me, growing up, my parents had this really big thing, and I think a lot of boomers do, where they're like, they didn't like free school dinners. And there was such a big controversy about free school dinners. And it used to be like, my parents were like, we worked our whole lives. Why are we paying money for your school dinner when your friends whose parents don't work, they get their school dinner for free? It's like, why are you mad that children are being able to eat? Like, I don't understand. And they were like, well, when you get older, you'll understand. It's like, well, I'm older now, and I still think that children should be able to fucking eat. Like, I don't know what to tell you. like, what's not clicking? Yeah, Jiugaoka is pretty far. Ah, I didn't know. Oh, wait, yeah, it is in Jiugaoka. I guess it's not that far. We could do a little pie pilgrimage. We could go to all the pie places, and that could be a video. All the pie places in, because there's one called Pieholic in Yokohama, and it's really bougie and expensive. But I feel like bougie pie never tastes as good. I like a nice mid-range priced pie. Sally said, I've worked since I was 16, and I absolutely don't mind paying for people who are struggling, needing the help. Yeah, like, I'd hope people would do the same for me if I need help one day. Like, people don't understand how close any one of us are from being homeless at any time. Like, it could happen. Like, if I got severely sick or something, like, I could end up homeless. Like, it's a very fucking real reality that could happen. And if I end up homeless, God fucking hope I don't, but if I anytime ended up homeless, I would like someone to give me a sandwich and a banana, and I would like people to try to get me into housing. So that's why you have to have a shred of fucking humanity and try to help people, because that could be you. People don't understand. Like, in some places in America, the homelessness has gone up like 30%. Like, it's wild. And these are people that they did have somewhere to live just like a few months ago, and now they're homeless. So like, it could happen to anyone. All the pie places videos would be excellent. I want to do more like food content, I think. You're making me hungry. Oh my god, France, does France have pie? Oh, you must do. Or is it all like tarts? Where is he? There. Nyan. That's unfair to people who pay for it. Actually, this is how human suffering continues. Also, and I had a conversation with someone about this the other day, a lot of it is racism. A lot of people don't want free housing and stuff like that because they don't want people of other ethnicities or immigrants to have it. A lot of it is... Hodokan feels very passionately about this. So yeah, a lot of it is racism too. So like, that's what a lot of it comes down to. I would absolutely watch a pie pilgrimage video. Oh my god, can I please call it pie pilgrimage video? That is amazing. You are a genius. And the thing is, these people need the resources to live, mental health services, homes and food they can afford, and living comfortably. Yeah, like, I also think that mental health help should be cheaper and more accessible, because that's another big thing. Like, therapy, like, most of the people I know are like, I'm very mentally unwell, but I can't afford therapy, teehee, much like myself. So it's like, these things should be affordable. Yeah. That old chestnut, you've just reminded me my MP Will Quince voted against free school meals when he himself has kids. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, where does it end? Like, taking food from children. And I'll never forget my parents being like, you understand when you're older why we don't want to give kids free school dinners. It's like, I don't think there will be an age I get to where I don't think that children should be able to fucking eat, because going to school in the 90s in the UK was fucking grim, okay? I did not go to a nice area. A lot of kids were pretty poor. A lot of, like, my best friend, he said that his mom only made him beans on toast every day for a year. Like, that's his only one meal that she would prepare for him. And like, so luckily he had free school dinners so he could eat at school. It's like, okay, so you're gonna take that away, the kids are just not gonna eat. So I always love the progressive content on these streams. Thank you. I feel really bad about just always going on these capitalist rants. I mean, anti-capitalist rants. I read somewhere that the property gap in Japan is really steep. So once you don't have any money at all, you really don't have money. While rich people speed down tiny roads in Ikebukuro. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I teach a lot of students and I know a lot of men, and they're all like, I'm recently I started golfing, and like golfing in Japan, you need so much money to golf. I just hate people that play golf. Like, it's just it's not even a real sport. It's dumb. And it's like, it costs so much money to be able to make, particularly in Japan, I feel like there's not that much like flat grass because the climate is so unpredictable. So like to keep a space to play golf in like central Tokyo is so expensive. So these golf club memberships are so expensive, and you need like someone has to introduce you. You can't I'm speaking to one of my students who's trying to get into one. You need someone in the club to get you in. It's like that exclusive, and it's just so fucking stupid. And this is all money that could be used for other things. I'm from Bradford, which has a lot of struggles with poverty, and everyone is working class. Sometimes the school dinner was their only meal. Yeah, you were so right. A lot of the kids' school dinner is their only meal, and like, if you've been to different schools, and I think sometimes you see this in Japan, I guess every country too, every school, the quality of the school dinner is so different as well. And when you go to poorer places, the school dinner is worse quality. So that's like another thing you gotta think about. Just let fucking kids eat. And it's only getting worse here in Colchester. I used to live close to Colchester. I used to live in Southend. I've been to Colchester quite a lot. I always thought that Colchester is quite affluent. But yeah, like, a lot of my school friends, their school dinner is their only meal per day. Like, I remember my friend asked me to stay around her house one night, and I stayed at her house, and her mom gave us, and like, we ate at like, what, 12 in the afternoon. And we went to her house, and her mom didn't give us any food until 9 p.m. and it was like a tiny microwave bowl of wedgies, and she wanted us to both share it. So I'm like, does your mom not feed you? And I didn't realize until that point, but she was so skinny. A lot of kids, their parents just don't fucking feed them. Hello, Mirage. We are having anti-capitalism rants. God, we hate golf in this house too. Oh my god, I love people that hate golf. I hate golf so much. It's like, it's a thing. Because I've only been in Japan for like the longest time, but like, it's definitely a thing when you meet someone that like, I play golf. You know, that's a very specific kind of person, and they always have so much money and they don't do anything with it, and they spend it on like all these fucking ventures. And oh yeah, I forgot that Colchester is supposed to become a city. I think they were talking about that when I lived in England, so seems like you guys made it. Wait, my volume died a second. We hating on golf? Fuck golf. Yeah, I fucking hate golf. Do you know, it's like, to make the space for golf, they already normally have to destroy a bunch of animals' habitat, and then it's all like fake grass, and then it costs an exorbitant amount of money for all the water to keep the grass all perfect. It's just such a stupid sport, and it's not even interesting. You know what's great? Mini golf. They just need to dig up all the golf courses and just put mini golf. It's like 1/10 the size, and it's way more fun, and there's like a cute little windmill, and then kids can play too. There it is, solved it. Mini golf. Then we can hire homeless people to work at the mini golf place, and then they can live in the windmill. There it is. I solved all our problems. This is what the government should be doing. We're doing the government's job. Alright, I'm off to work now. See you later. Bye, Vermilion. Thank you for coming. Meow, bye, Bunny and Hades, Jan, wherever you are. Yeah, he's around here somewhere. I heard him a second ago. I've noticed on TV, it's only young women playing because dudes want to watch. Oh god, yeah. There's a lot, like, of course it's like very sexualized. I feel like golf is quite a big deal in Japan. I'm not really into golf, so I don't run in those circles, as it were. Too poor. It uses so much down water for courses. Yeah, particularly in Japan, like, again, because, like, the climate is wild. You don't see that many, like, flat fields of grass anywhere in the city. And then there would just be, like, a random fucking golf course. And this is another thing. The kids' playgrounds, in Japan in general, there's always, like, a kids' playground. And it's always, like hard, like, gravel. And, like, a really rusty old piece of play equipment, and then that's it. And then these motherfuckers out there with their beautiful grassy golf courses, and kids are playing in literal fucking dirt and grass. It just doesn't make any sense. Hello, historian. My mom loves golf. Such a red flag. Oh my god. Nia, please make a YouTube channel. Just use your iPhone, and we want to hear all about your family. I would watch the shit out of that. I would stop watching my scam fish YouTube series, and I would watch your channel. Stream more. I'm trying. I'm sorry I didn't stream recently. I feel really, really bad. I already talked about this earlier, but I applied to move house, and I had a bunch of job interviews, and I've just been really, really busy. I started working as a designer, but I already got all my designs finished, so at least that's done. We were supposed to get the first sample for our designs by now, but we haven't got it yet. But I feel like it's always like that when you make design samples. So I'm really excited to make that video where I can show you guys about becoming a designer in Japan and show you guys the samples. But I mean, I haven't seen the samples yet, so they could be really shit for all I know. That's my nightmare. What if the samples come and they're all really bad? But we have some good people working on the team, and I think they know very well about, like, patterning and stuff like that. So yeah, I just draw the pictures. But yeah, I have work tomorrow, super far by the ocean, and I get to see my favorite class. There are these really old, there's a class of 3 really, really geriatric people that are super, super old, but their English is so high level, and we do stuff like Edgar Allan Poe and stuff like that. And last few times I've just been telling them about my law and, like, my crazy life, and now they're asking me questions about my life, and they try to move away from it. I'm like, okay, let's go back to the textbook, and they're like, no, we want to hear more about your ex-boyfriend. I'm like, oh. So it's effectively just like, it kind of is just like streaming, but you're just streaming to, like, 2 people, and they don't really, most of the time, understand what you're saying. I had work today. After my job interview, I had work, but it was only, like, 4 classes. I only work evenings on Tuesday, and it's just mostly kids, and it was pretty great. And we recently got tumbling monkeys, so when I'm just bored of teaching, I'm like, who wants to play tumbling monkeys? And then we play tumbling monkeys. So basically, effectively, I'm getting paid to play tumbling monkeys. So it could be worse, honestly. Just tell them to watch your YouTube. Aussie Osan, absolutely not, because they're going to come onto my YouTube and immediately click on my stream, and it's just going to be me complaining about my job and how much I don't want to work. They want all the tea. They do, though. They're bored. They love me talking about my life. And they're pretty nice too. I don't have any, like, really shitty students. I have one kind of just, like, I don't know, he's not a bad person, but he's, like, a little bit of a creepy, balding salaryman, and the whole time I have his lesson, he's just like, tee hee 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 the whole time, and, like, he looks at me like I'm God. That's a bit weird. But he's not a bad person, and he doesn't say anything creepy, so that's good. Oh, but here's another guy that he keeps saying about how he golfs, and how he has, like a villa in Hakone and stuff like that, and he keeps, like, dropping that he has a bunch of money, and I just fucking hate that. Like, it's the worst, biggest turn off for me. I guess that's why I keep dating all these poor people, isn't it? Maybe I should try dating someone rich for a change, see what that's like. Gym teacher bunny. We do, like, a lot of art and science sometimes. I teach, like, a I teach an animation class and I teach them science stuff. I did a seminar for high schoolers last week and we had to teach them about Oxford University. That was wild. And we got to make, like, you know how, like in Harry Potter they have like crests? We made our own, each person made their own individual like coat of arms. That was really, really fun. Honestly, being a teacher, there's a lot of fun things that you can do. It's not like all bad. Take his money. I think I can legally take their money because it doesn't work like that. So yeah. They're part of the last gen to be able to retire. Oh my god, for real. That's what annoys me. I just had to pay so much money for my pension. I had to back pay. I back paid 8 years of pension. I had to pay like 800,000 yen. Like, that is truly like the worst thing I've ever done so far. Like, that's how I fucked up. Like, I wasn't gonna talk about this, like, because it's not a good thing. I just didn't pay my pension. A lot of people don't because I don't have confidence that I'm gonna get that money back. So I had to back pay it, and I had to back pay like a fuck ton of money, like more money than you could even possibly imagine. But like legally, I guess I have to, so whatever. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to retiring age. About to make a student loan and leave the country. That was my advice. Yeah, I totally recommend you should do that. As long as you don't have any plans to go back to France, then yeah. But for legal reasons, you should not evade tax or loans. Yeah. 8 years? What was the teaching company doing? Yeah, it was just a lot of it was just like my company's fucking me over. A lot of it wasn't my fault, but a lot was my fault. So like I'm just gonna take the L, and I paid it all back. But like paying all my pension, paying for like my tax. I always pay my tax a year in advance, so I had to pay those two things. And now I'm moving, and moving costs are like 500,000 yen. So basically, financially, it's been a lot. Honestly, in this country, it sounds like we are betting our retirement savings on the horses. No, for real though, like, because I know a lot of Japanese people who don't pay their pension just because they don't think that they're gonna get it back in the long run. Like, it's just better for them to just put that money into a savings account. But if I want to get permanent residency, I do have to pay that, so I would have had to pay it at some point anyways. And the government was sending me like angry letters in different colored envelopes. I was like, yeah, I should probably pay it. Maybe I could pay it back while I'm out there. Like, you can pay your student loan back while you're in Japan, but look up the rules. I feel like you just don't have to. But yeah, let me know if anyone has any more questions about paying your taxes. I do pay all my taxes. That's one good thing I'm really, really good at. And that's because when you apply for a house, you send them your I send them something called Kaze Shomeisho, which shows how much money I earned and how much tax I paid. And it says that I paid all my tax a year in advance, and so it looks better in my favor. Because like I hate here, I'm not sure if it's the same overseas, but like you have to like apply. You can't, even if you have all the money to pay the upfront fees and a guarantor, they don't always accept you. And that could be for any number of reasons. It could be, like, a lot of the time it's because you're foreign, but it also could be because you don't earn enough, or like, and if there's like a gap in your resume, sometimes they also don't want to rent. So that's another thing. Like, people should be allowed to fucking rent a house. Like, you shouldn't have to go through like this long interview process to be able to live in a place. I'm paying so much money. Like, I'm paying, like, the moving costs are like 500,000 yen. Like, I should be interviewing them. Like, who are these people? Well, stealing the money is, like, honestly, if you can, I just would. In UK, it's better to take pension for tax reasons. Ah, okay. Also, I finally paid back my student loan, and it felt like my little Animal Crossing character paying off Tom Nook. That's so cute. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I feel like we are just living in Animal Crossing, but it's just way less cute. And instead of Tom Nook, it is some dickhead at the bank. But I paid a lot of stuff off recently, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty poor now, but I'm also like, I feel very independent, and I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, and I feel like I'm contributing to Japan or whatever. I'll have the law waiting for me in France. Oh my god, they're gonna be at the airport ready to. They're gonna send Interpol, and they're gonna have like an armored car pick you up. That would be sick. I think that, like, because this is how it works in England, is that your student loan, they can only take the money if you're earning over a certain amount anyways. So yeah, it's not like they can just take the money from you. With my pension though, they did send me a letter saying, if you don't pay your pension, we will take it out of your bank account ourselves. So I'm like, fuck, I don't want them doing that, okay? Because you don't want like any mark on your financial resume that said like the government had to take money forcefully from you. If you were living in Animal Crossing, I'd have my interest-free homely cottage by now. Oh my god, if I could just live with a bunch of anthropomorphic animals all day, building furniture and making jam, that's all I want from life. Honestly, that's all I want from life. I'm good. This year, my big dream is to get a kotatsu. Finally, I just want to have a little kotatsu. I've been in Japan for almost 10 years and I've never had a kotatsu, so that's my goal for this year. My biggest goal is I just want to get a kotatsu. Hey Nia, prison is free housing and food. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're not gonna get arrested. It's not like a crime. It's just like a soft crime. Yeah, it's like £26,000 or something now for student loan. Because mine was like 9,000 yen per year, so I think it was like that times 3. Yeah, so it wasn't. Oh wait, maybe that. Yeah, no, wait, that is £26,000. God, I'm so bad at math. You don't have a kotatsu? No, I don't have one. No one I've ever lived with has ever wanted a kotatsu, and I've always respected their wishes, but now I'm just gonna be selfish and get a kotatsu. So excited. For my student loan at the time, you start paying back at £22,000. God, that's a lot of money. That's the thing, it's just like, now, like, as soon as you graduate, you're already in debt. I feel like we're in debt, like, our whole lives. Like, I paid off all my pension, but now I've still got to pay my pension from now. And then I got to pay my tax, and then I got to pay my rent. It's just, like, nothing but bills. And, like, we mentioned this before, but in Japan, salary, the average salary hasn't gone up in, like, 30 years. So, but the cost of living has. So basically, no one can afford to live. Like, that's all it is. I mean, if you live in Niigata, you must have a kotatsu. But I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one this year. That's my goal. But my friend has one, and she said that her cat always goes up there and throws up. So there's that. I feel really bad for current uni students. It's 10 times worse. This is weird. Speaking to American people, and they're like, yeah, my university costs like $40,000 or $50,000 or something. It's like, that's fucking insane. Can you imagine? Jesus Christ. But they also like fall over and scrape their knee, and then they have to go declare bankruptcy. So it's just wild. In France, I have the choice to pay back while I'm studying or after I get my degree. I mean, while you're studying, you might get a part-time job. But I feel like you're gonna want to spend that money on like cute clothes and stuff. You're not gonna be wanting to pay back your debt. When you come to Japan, you're gonna be spending all your money on clothes. I know it. On Jidai stuff and like little pink and black backpacks. But yeah, I want to study in Japan and have my degree there though. Yeah, you should do that. Like, absolutely, 100%, wholeheartedly believe you should come here and study. I really regret not studying in Japan. I studied in England just because at that time I had a long-term boyfriend in England, and also my dad was a little bit sick, so I wanted to stay there, and I really regret it. My sister's school is in New York City. The loan is bonkers. I cannot believe how much money Americans spend on anything really, but like student loans, and like it's such a fucking scam, and like the textbooks are like hundreds of dollars. Like, how? It's just paper. It's just paper. Are you still doing any work in video games? I am supposed to translate a game soon, but they didn't send me the script, so I'm still waiting for that. I mostly just do translation. I do have a lot of friends that do like voice acting and stuff like that, and like music for games. I thought about it, but unless it's like translation, I don't really know what I would do, because like I pretty much forgot everything I learned in uni. I want to start doing pixel art. That's what I want to do. I finished my university studies here in Japan. I'll be graduating this Saturday. You've got a hakama. Oh my god, you're gonna be so cute. Damn, I wish I graduated university in Japan so I could wear the hakama and like actually had a reason to wear it and not just worn it for funsies. I left America partially because that whole thing is a sham. That's a sham, and also your medical system's fucked up too. Like, why can't you guys afford fucking insulin? Like, what's that about? Lecturers and medical professionals get paid way too much in America at the expense of everyone else. That's not the reason. Okay, first of all, it's the pharmaceutical companies that are getting all the money from medicine, and it's all the people investing in pharmaceutical companies. It's not the doctors that are working really, really hard. Second of all, I know a lot of teachers and professors in America, they don't get paid that much money. I'm not sure where you're getting this from, but that's false. A friend wants to hire me to do art for her indie game, but she's being sus about the payment part. Be careful. Ask for like 40% upfront first, and then 60% after you've made the art. Pixel art, cute. Yeah, I love pixel art. I love top-down games, and I love indie games. So I wouldn't. Maybe when I have more time in the future, I want to work on my own indie game, because in my degree, I did learn how to like program and stuff like that. So maybe I'll make like a really shitty game. Pixel art is so chill. Guys, you're making me want to do pixel art now. I run a video game company, that's why I ask. Oh my god, that's great. Love pixel art games. I really want to make a game themed on magical girls. That would be absolutely amazing. I would play the shit out of that. There's not enough magical girl games now, actually. I think about it. Yeah, I also want to do like scenario writing. My friend writes scenarios for visual novels. I think that would be quite cool. I want to do like Seiyu voice acting also. There's so many things I want to do. So little time. It's so different from regular drawing for me. It feels like a puzzle. Yeah, it's really, really cute, and like the way you think of what you're drawing is so different. You gotta think of it in like parts, like a really 2D. I should make an invoice. Yeah, there's websites to just make invoices really, really easily. You should do that. Working with friends can be a bit dodgy, even if you're the best of pals. Yeah, like I used to translate with some friends, and that was a pain because we used to always argue all the time. It wasn't great. Someone please commission me. Nia, send me your like on Twitter, make like a commission me thing, and then I'll retweet it. We'll all retweet it. But yes, guys, I'm so sorry, but it is 1:14, so I should probably go to bed because I am very eepy and I've got to take a shower and wash my hair. My hair is disgusting. But I will stream very, very soon. I had the best time tonight. Thank you so much, everyone who super chat me. I love you guys so much. Think about the homeless spring patrol thing, and maybe we can do a little meetup. And even if you're not in Japan, maybe you can just like give a homeless person a sandwich. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for coming, guys. I had the best time today. I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll probably stream in the next couple of days as much as I can. But yeah, love you guys, and I got some like big life updates coming soon. Actually, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Bye bye.